Guys, today I am on a bus and I'm headed over to the Contemporary. So if you guys are just joining us, we're on a bus over at Disney Springs. We just got on and we're actually heading over to the Contemporary Resort over near the Magic Kingdom. And these are some of my fellow riders on the bus today. Now you guys come in once again, same as always, you've got this big old bus stop. You're going to pick up your bus. You're going to find up on top there, see the blue signs on top? It's going to tell you what resort it goes to. You're just going to hunt down the one you want to go to, and it'll bring you over there. So in the main first part of this bus area, you're going to have a sign that's going to give you every single resort on it. You're just going to go find the number, and it'll give you directions. There's 3 different roads, so it'll give you numbers to go down, and then you're just going to hunt down the resort up on top. Now, sometimes it is a little hectical getting like from one place to another. So what we try to do is, like, if I find out a number like at the say the Port Orleans area, I can pick either bus, you know, or if I'm at like Saratoga, I'm right next door to Old Key West, I'll jump on the Saratoga bus and maybe take watercraft back down to Disney Springs, switch over, go back. Or sometimes it's easier just taking watercraft from one point to another. Like if you go to the Port Orleans, you can just jump on one of the boats and it'll take you over to the Riverside or the say the French Quarter section over there. Sorry, I'm just looking at a lot of stuff while I'm driving around and I'm trying to narrate this whole thing too. So your eyes catch a lot of stuff as you guys are out here on the buses. And I'm always looking for new stuff, so I'm always looking around making sure if there's something I can find, I'm going to find it for you guys. But you can see all the buses are coming in. All these big garages you see up there to the left up there, these are the garages where you guys are going to park your car. And this is where every single bus is going to go out and exit the Disney Springs area. A lot has changed over the years. If you guys remember, that used to be like a wooded area over there, and now that's the cast members parking. And then we got 2 behind me that are the lime and the orange. Let's see if I can swing the camera. Over there is the orange, and right behind me, you can't see that, is the lime parking. So you got 2 you can choose to park from, either lime or the orange. Right across the street, if you guys need to gas up, you got the Speedway. But right now we're just waiting for the red light to turn and then we'll be on our way. Not much to see when you're here at the red light and stuff like that, but we'll be on our way in a couple of minutes. Now, I don't know if a lot of you guys like driving the buses or if you like driving your cars. Sometimes I come up and I just actually enjoy getting on a bus and filming the bus rides to go to these different places. It's just, I like the experience. I like sitting there. I do like it when the buses are a little bit more empty, but we do have people out here today, as you can see. For me, it's better when the buses are totally empty because you got free reign with the camera. You just point the camera everywhere. I don't really like pointing the camera in people's faces, but in situations like this, obviously, we have to.
Yeah, I've seen like 2 shows. That's all.
And there's the overpass right there, where if you guys are looking to get from one point of the street to the other, you're going to climb up them stairs and go right across the road. I don't know if you guys remember back years ago, you used to have to walk across the street. And there's your orange garage right there. And there's a lot of parking in there. Now, if you guys are parking and you're bringing your car up, that is free parking. They still haven't implemented a charge on that, so hopefully they keep it that way. But, you know, as everything just seems to keep going up around here, so it wouldn't surprise me to see a price tag going on your parking for the day. So hopefully that doesn't happen, because I think that's going to affect a lot of people going into Disney, and I don't know if that's going to affect it in a good way. But over to the right there, you're going to have the Cirque du Soleil. You got the House of Blues, see the water tower back there to the right of it. It looks like a big circus, the Cirque du Soleil, because pretty much that's what it is on the inside. There's no animals or anything, but there's always really good shows in there. I've seen both of them now, and they've both been really good. I did like the first one better than the second one, though. So that's up to you to decide. Now, you guys, as you're driving along, you're going to see some of these signs are still purple and some of them are blue up above. So they've been making the changeovers, getting all the signs blue, but there still is a lot of purple ones in the area. And this is probably one of the longest runs you guys are going to be driving. You can go out to the Animal Kingdom. That's probably one of the longest rides. You can go out to the Grand Floridian. That's another long ride. This one right there in the woods, you see them buildings through the woods. That's the Old Key West Resort. That's one of the shortest rides you guys are going to go on. But we're going to go all the way down next to the Magic Kingdom, so it's a pretty nice drive. And you guys also have different transportation means to get you around. So you guys got the buses. Don't forget you do have the Skyliner. Now the Skyliner is not going to take you over to like the Magic Kingdom area, but the Skyliner, it's pretty much locked into the Hollywood Studios, the Caribbean Beach, the Riviera. It's going to bring you all the way down to the boardwalk and drop you at Epcot's back door. It's not going to get you in the front of Epcot, but it'll be in the back of Epcot. And then it's going to take you all the way from the, say, the Caribbean Beach over to the Art of Animation and the Pop Century resorts. So that transportation takes you along. It's really quick to get you through, and it's a really good way to get around if you guys don't want to be driving the cars, taking the boats, taking the buses. I do like that one. I wish they would have something like that over on this side. That would be probably the ultimate thing that they could do to really enhance Disney as a whole, because then you wouldn't have all the nightmare of these cars driving around because you're waiting at red lights. There's sometimes pretty big lines at nighttime getting into like Disney Springs and stuff. But if you can get that, the Skyliner, maybe a second Skyliner that's going to take you all the way to the Magic Kingdom, take you to, say, Disney Springs, and maybe put you at like Typhoon Lagoon, Blizzard Beach, Animal Kingdom, you would not need any car transportation. You could just jump on that and go, and it's going to get you around. The nice thing about that is, if you had a spot where you could meet and change Skyliners going from like, say, the Magic Kingdom area over to like the Art of Animation somehow, you could open up dining possibilities and shopping possibilities, and just really getting out there to be able to see everything. And it would really be, I think, in my opinion, really good to spread the people out instead of having them all congested in that small area. I like going around in the different places, and I think that would be something really, really awesome for Disney to do. And I know it's probably not cost effective by any means, but I think that's an awesome idea. But right now we're going down past the, looking through the trees. I don't know if you guys can see in there, but you've got the Old Key West Resort. You'll see the signs, Old Key West Resort. And then if you guys keep straight down this road instead of turning up here at the red light, there's the sign behind that bus. Taking a right here is going to take you over to the Old Key West Resort and the Saratoga Springs Resort. So if you guys keep going straight down this road, up to the right there, if you look in the distance, you see the fence. That's the Port Orleans French Quarters Resort. And if you keep going a little bit further on the right-hand side, you're going to come to the Riverside, which is also Port Orleans. So that's where I like to spend a lot of time. Me and the kids like to go over there. That's where we're going to eat our lunches and stuff like that. We'll go over and get dinner over there. And if we're not over there, most of the time we like to hang out over at the Art of Animation. It's just our favorite places to eat. Periodically we'll maybe, you know, depending on the night and how it's going and stuff like that, sometimes we do like to go over to the Polynesian. So we will go over there. But they're our favorite places to eat. They're more, I don't know, you know what it is? When you walk into like the Art of Animation and you got the Life is a Highway playing right there, that's just incredible. To me, to walk in there, that's an awesome feeling. And I like that atmosphere in there with all the Cars pictures on the wall all around there. I do love that one. The Polynesian, we just like it. Maybe it's the music and stuff like that. I do like that. I don't know, it's relaxing. It's just nice. You go right outside, you get to see everything going on outside. If you sit near the glass windows and stuff like that, if you sit on the other side of it, you don't really see too much outside. But we sit over there, and then the other place is besides the Art of Animation, we want to go over to the Riverside. And the Riverside's got the old mill there, which is really nice. It's a huge inside, like you're inside like a mill that actually functions, even though it's pretty much for aesthetics. It actually looks like it's functioning with the big wheels spinning and the gears up above. But it's a nice atmosphere, and there's a lot to choose from when you guys are eating. My kids, it's just their number one place to go. We usually end up going over there and we usually grab some pizza when we're over there. It's just, we like the pizza, we always have, but it's crazy how the prices have gone up though. Holy moly, them prices have jumped up just crazily. But it'd be nice if they could drop some of their pricing down for a change. You know, they've made enough over the years, it's just out of control anymore. But look in the backdrop over there, you got the Epcot ball, which is Spaceship Earth over there. If you guys aren't familiar with that, drive by at nighttime, that thing lights up. There's like points all over that thing, and it looks like a big lit up golf ball, and it changes colors, and they have a show on that. So that's something really awesome to see if you guys swing by at nighttime. It's just pretty. Now, if you guys, even if you're not going in there, what I'd recommend you do, say you want to go over there, you want to see the lights, you just can't go into the park, take the monorail over there. Grab a monorail, go to the monorail, park your car down there, or, you know, get over to the monorail, get your somehow way over to get to the monorail, jump on that, and then head over to Epcot, and then watch that from out front. At nighttime, the lights on that ball, you can record it, and it's just very beautiful to watch the music and see the lights interact with the ball. It's pretty awesome. We've gone over there several times on nights that we weren't able to get inside the actual park. Then we turn around, we hang outside, and we just watch that. Sometimes we set the tripod up and record it. And right now we're making a big turn, and you see the monorail right up above our heads there. That's going to take you all the way down to the Magic Kingdom, and that's the monorail loop that I was talking about right here. So the monorail, there's a couple of different tracks on it. You've got the track that goes all the way over behind us there to Epcot, and that's the longest run of the monorail, and that takes you over to the ticketing center. Or you can jump the other monorail, and that's the Resorts monorail, which is going to take you to the Contemporary Resort, the Polynesian Resort, the Grand Floridian Resort. It'll take you over to Bay Lake, and that one is the inner loop that takes you to the Magic Kingdom. Or you can jump on the other monorail. It'll take you over to the transfer center there, the ticketing and transfer. Switch monorails, and this one will take you all the way over to Epcot. What it does, what's nice about this monorail is at Epcot, it doesn't drop you at the front right away. You make a big loop. You go past the Guardians of the Galaxy, you go past the GM test track, and if you look to the left, you get to see the World Showcase, and you get to see the back of the Moana section and the back of the ball. Now that's the monorail right there. It's coming back, and the other one is actually heading back too. It's kind of cool. You see two of the same color monorails, but that other one's heading back over. You can see how fast it goes, so it's a good opportunity to get on there, go see Epcot. See, maybe you're deciding, oh, you know, maybe I want to go to Epcot, I'm not sure. Take the monorail over and just take a look around. You might be talking yourself into it just by what you see, or maybe you don't have that feeling. You go over there and it's like, yeah, it's what it is, you know, it looks nice, it looks, you know, maybe it's bustling and stuff like that, but I just don't want to go over there, so I'm going to go into Hollywood Studios instead, or I'll go into Magic Kingdom. So I would definitely jump on there, because we've gone over a few times and we weren't actually going to go into Epcot. I know we end up going into Epcot and just going on a couple of the rides, because we like to go over and hit the Mexico ride. We like to hit the Ratatouille ride, the Frozen ride, Turtle Talk with Crush. There's a lot of them smaller rides in there. You don't have to go on the big ones. A lot of the smaller ones are just fun to get out and see. You know, for me, with the kids and stuff like that, I like to get over and get them on rides. I'm not necessarily going to stand in line for 2 hours. We just don't have the time to do that, because we're moving around filming everything. So the one good thing I will say about doing the YouTube is you get to choose what you're going on. So we know we're going to go on the ride probably 100 more times. So we just turn around, we'll walk by something with a 2-hour wait, and then we'll be leaving a park, and you'll walk up and there'll be a 5-minute wait at the same, you know, ride. You go over there, it's a 5-minute wait. So instead of 2 hours, they're either closing or there's fireworks going on. You jump in line, you see there's no line there. And sometimes, you know, what I find too is you'll ask the people how long the line it is, and they'll say 60 minutes, and you walk right up onto the ride. So that's not always accurate. During the fireworks, there's usually no line. But we actually just took a turn right now, guys. We're heading over to the Wilderness Lodge. This is going to be the first step of us disembarking over at the Contemporary, but we stop here. they pretty much combined a couple of the buses. I think it's pretty much saving money and stuff like that. But you used to have your own bus to go to Wilderness. Now you go into Wilderness and you're going over to Contemporary, so it's a little bit more of a drive. But you know, it is what it is. You can't fight City Hall. But getting back to the rides and stuff like that, over in Epcot, we've been on the ride, actually all the parks. You get on the line, you're waiting. Peter Pan one, a good example. We're shooting some films over there on some of the rides. We happen to be at the right place at the right time with the fireworks and the closing. We went into the Jungle Cruise. We waited a little bit. I think it was a 17-minute wait. We got onto the Jungle Cruise, which was awesome because it was with the new setup. So they redid the thing. It's got all the monkeys and stuff out there on the boats and stuff like that. So it's cool seeing the new one. But right from that, we walked straight across through the Aladdin carpet ride, and we went over to the Haunted Mansion. We hit the Haunted Mansion. We hit the Peter Pan ride. We didn't go on the Small World. We went on the Peter Pan ride. It said it was 60 minutes. We literally walked up onto the ride after the person out front told us it was really 60 minutes long. And it wasn't. It was a walk-on. We didn't even wait in line. We just walked up and got onto the ride. So for some reason, they just sometimes don't tell you the accurate amount of time that ride is, even though it says 60. There may be nobody, and I just don't know what the deal is with that because that's not really something you're going to do. But we jumped on that. We got off of that, and then we ended up hitting, I think, the Winnie the Pooh ride. We hit the Tomorrowland Speedway. We hit the People Mover. We hit the Buzz Lightyear ride. Everything was wide open on our way out. So right now we're just waiting. We're over here and we're waiting to pick up the people, and we're going to be heading on over to the Contemporary. And as you can see, we are pulling out now, guys. Yeah, so what you're going to do is anytime you're coming over here, you're either going to get out right here or you're going to stay on, and you're going to go right on by the other bus and stuff like that. You're going to head out, and that's the Guardians of the Galaxy bus right there. But that right there, that guy right there obviously wants to get on the bus. This person here isn't going to put him on the bus. But that's the Wilderness Lodge up there. If you guys are not familiar with the Wilderness Lodge, my advice, if you got some downtime, you're not going into a park, take a bus over here. Go down to Disney Springs, take a bus over here. If you're at the Magic Kingdom, take a boat over there. That is an incredible resort to walk around. It's probably the nicest resort on Disney property. You have to go in it. It's a humongous log cabin full with the totem poles, or it's complete with the totem poles. It's got a beautiful general store in there. It's got all kinds of things going on there. Multiple restaurants, multiple pools, because it's actually two resorts in one. You've got this one here, and it's actually more than that. You actually kind of like three resorts. You got Boulder Ridge, you've got the Wilderness Lodge, you've got the Copper Creek Cabins. So there's a lot going on over there. You get to walk around, and if you guys want, go out back, take the boat. It'll take you right over to the Magic Kingdom. And that's an awesome way to get over to the Magic Kingdom, because you can either take these buses, and this is what you have, or you can do a nice boat ride, and it's going to take you right from there, and it's just a few minutes over to the Magic Kingdom, and it's beautiful to see all that. You just want to choose what you want to do, and just remember that sometimes they're not running different transportation, so you just got to keep your eyes open, see what they're running, see what they're not running. But just where we came in, we go right back out. So we went in, did a pit stop, did a loop, headed out, and now we're going to take a right here. Now, if you guys go straight, right up on the right is the Polynesian. If you keep going straight past that, that's going to take you down to the Grand Floridian. And it's also shades of green down there. So now we're just waiting around. We got the red light, we're hanging here, and then we're going to be on our way. Now, when we start going here, guys, down the road a little bit, first, we're going to go under the monorail, so you see the monorail track up there. After we go past that, you're going to go to a bridge, and the unique part of the bridge, we're going to go under the bridge. Now, above the bridge it's like a river up there, or it's like a stream or something, or whatever you want, a waterway. Let's call it a waterway. The waterway goes above your head, so the boats actually go on top of you. And there's a monorail. If you guys look out in the distance and see the building up there, that's where we're headed. That's the Contemporary Resort, and that's the one where the monorail goes right inside the building. So if you guys aren't familiar with that, that is the Contemporary. Now, out back, the building over to the right a little bit there, that's Bay Lake Tower. Now that's a Disney Vacation Club resort. So you can either stay at the Contemporary or Bay Lake Tower, and you can walk. There's a little bridgeway that takes you out to Bay Lake in the back there. But there's another monorail right there. He just left the building. And this is the only one that the actual monorail goes inside. But right now we're going under that bridge I was telling you about. So there could be a boat above our head right now. And now we're heading on down. And we're going to look over here. And you can see that is a Contemporary. Now that building off to the right there, the short building, that's their convention, one of their convention halls there. And they also, it's like a big a ballroom in there, because I came down in 94. I want to say it was 94. It might have been 93. Might have been 93. And they had the first snowfall in the Magic Kingdom, and I was part of that, so I got to buy the tickets and stuff to go into there. You see Morgan's all ready to jump the gun. But I went into there and they had a 360-degree show while we ate our dinner. So we bought the package to go see. It was a very Merry Christmas. You bought the tickets here, you had dinner, and the shows were in every part of it. So they had all four corners. They had little mini stages set up in that building. And then in the middles, on the edges, they had shows going on. So you had all the characters that were coming out performing while you were eating your dinner. And then we got done and they, I want to say at that point, they monorailed us over to the Magic Kingdom, and we got off there, went inside. I don't think we bussed, we monorailed. We went inside, and then we had hot cocoa and watched the first snowfall in the Magic Kingdom. So it was an awesome experience. And I think back then the tickets were $80 back then, to give you an idea how much they've changed from then till now. The early 90s till 2020s. You know, it's crazy. So that was Space Mountain right there, but we're turning into this place right here. And you can see the big old buildings there. So you got the Contemporary, and you've got the Bay Lake Tower over to the left. And you can see that little bridge back there. That's the walkway. It's like a snaky walkway that goes from the Contemporary over to Bay Lake Tower. So if you're staying at Bay Lake, you're going to be using all the amenities of the Contemporary, kind of like the Beach Club and the Beach Club Villas. The Beach Club Villas are just a place to go stay, and they've got a pool now. But the actual Beach Club has the big themed pool with the yacht club and all the stores, the shops, the arcades. This is just like that. You're going to go in there, you're going to stay there. They do have a pool out back at Bay Lake. It's actually a beautiful pool, a nice slide. Or you're going to walk over and get your dinner, do the shopping, all that's in the Contemporary. So the Contemporary is a really huge building. I'm not sure how it works when you're staying here. I'm gonna have to stop and ask that. If you guys know, leave it in the comments. Are you allowed, if you're staying at Bay Lake, to use the Contemporary pool and vice versa? I'm not sure about the pool, because I know there's no pool hopping, but being that you're technically at the Contemporary and Bay Lake, are they one and the same? Are you allowed to use the pools at both, or are you stuck at the Bay Lake or stuck at the Contemporary? Leave that in the comments below. I'm kind of curious. But we're just about here, guys. We hope you enjoyed the video. This is the bus ride from Disney Springs all the way over to the Contemporary, guys. We're going to see you guys in the next one.